Making his way to the ring, please welcome the former amateur world champion from Birmingham, introducing Frankie Gavin.
So it's fun time here at the MEN Arena. It's time to see Frankie Gavin, the 2007 amateur world champion, and a man who's made a promising start to his professional career. He's 2-0 with 2 stoppage wins, and he's looking to make it 3 out of 3 this evening against Graham Fearn. He's a man who works in a chocolate factory, Graham Fearn, but he's no Charlie. He's got a winning record, 4-3. And he might give Frankie Gavin his first test tonight as a professional. He sold a few tickets here to this MEN Arena crowd. He's now based up in Manchester, Frankie Gavin. Born and bred in Birmingham, though. Now he trains out of Anthony Farnell's gym in Manchester. It's Farnell who'll be in his corner. Here's Jimmy Leonard Jr. with the introduction.
Manchester's MEN Arena, Frank Lauren presents welterweights in the ring in a special attraction scheduled for 3-minute rounds of boxing, live and exclusive on Sky Box Office. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim. He weighed in at 10 stone, 4 ounces. His record: 4 wins, 2 losses. 1 win coming by way of knockout from York. Please welcome Graham Fearn. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner in this 4-round attraction, is a man who stands alone in his amateur achievements, having never entered a competition without winning a medal. Wearing blue trunks with gold trim, he weighed in at 10 stone, 2 pounds. Undefeated in his professional campaign, 2 wins, no losses. 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first ever British boxer to win the World Amateur title. Here is the one and only 2007 World Amateur champion and undefeated professional from Birmingham, England, introducing Frankie Gavin. And our referee in charge now to give instructions from Fleetwood, Steve Gray.
Okay, fellas, if I call break, you must take 1 step back, okay? No punches around the back of the head. Touch gloves. Good luck, boys.
Well, here we go, fight number 3 for Frankie Gavin. I'm delighted to say I'm joined ringside by a very excited Don Broadhurst, the Commonwealth Super Flyweight champion, and of course, like Frankie Gavin, a Brummie. And it's good to see Frankie doing so well, isn't it, Don?
Yeah, you know, he's a remarkable talent, and I expect him to go all the way in the professional game. You know, he's a credentials world amateur champion. You know, I think he's going to back up all the boasts and just go as far as a pro.
Well, let's see how he goes this evening. He's fighting Graham Fearn, a 34-year-old from York, who works in the Roundtree factory in York. Frankie Gavin, though, is a full-time professional and heading places. As we mentioned, he's 2-0, 2 stoppages as well. Made his debut in Birmingham, in his home city, earlier this year, with Don Broadhurst on the card. And then he travelled to Belfast, where he got a 2nd win. His first taste of domestic opposition this evening. And a man with a winning record is 4-2, Graham Fearn. And it might suit Frankie, mightn't it, Don, to have an opponent who maybe comes and has a go, because he's a great counter-puncher.
Yeah, you know, Frankie boxes best off the back foot, counter-punching that his opponents lead, then just making them make mistakes and making them pay. Yeah, his opponent's got a winning record, so maybe he'll actually come to win tonight.
You can just see some of Frankie Gavin's counter-punching in the opening exchanges here. Particularly potent right hand, which has caught Graham Fearn a couple of times. Gavin looks to me like one of these boxers who, as he steps into the harder class, perhaps into championship class, is really going to come into his own, because he's such a slick boxer. developing some power as well, according to Anthony Farnell, who trains him up in Manchester. He's got left hand there as well. He's made a good start, hasn't he, Don?
Yeah, you know, he's catching him an awful lot with the jab, and most of the punches come off the jab. He's doing what he wants, I think, really. He's just, you know, he's just a class act, isn't he?
He's at a formative stage in his career, Frankie Gavin. Doesn't need to be rushed. Just needs the experience of a few rounds under his belt. The experience of fighting without a vest and head guard. Did you find the transition hard, Don? You've been a pro a couple of years now.
Well, my style, it wasn't like a typical amateur style. I weren't like a counter puncher. You know, I used to go forward with my head moving, throwing a lot of body shots. So the transition weren't that hard. Getting used to 3 rounds and no head guard, that was, I wouldn't say difficult, but that was the only difference, really. I enjoy it a lot more now.
And how do you think Frankie's gone?
Brilliant so far. He's adapted really well. I think a lot of people thought he wouldn't have settled down the way he has, but he's planting his feet. You know, he's doing really well at the moment. Transition, it's going nice. You can see he's putting on all the hard work at Arnie's gym.
Do you still stay in touch?
Yeah, very much so. Me and Frankie are really good mates, and you know, fun time they call him. He's a good laugh.
He likes to party, but he's also very, very focused on his boxing career. As a little exchange of punches after the bell there.
On the bell.
I think that's just testament to how focused Frankie Gavin was. He almost didn't hear the bell, did he? I don't think there was nothing nasty about it. It was just so in the zone.
Yeah, it's in the zone and just, you know, just tunnel-minded, really. You know, just focused.
A good start from Frankie Gavin. He certainly won that round big time. Just looking underneath the eyes of Graham Fearn, there's a mouse underneath his left eye. And I think there's one to match under the right as well. Just hear some words from Graham Fearn's corner. A few expletives went in there as well.
10 seconds, quarters.
I'm sure Anthony Farnell in Frankie Gavin's corner will be the happier of the 2 trainers.
Round 2.
As Frankie Gavin emerges for the 2nd round. Steve Gray just reminds them to stop boxing when the bell goes. There's that little exchange at the end of the 1st round there. It was very much Frankie's 1st round, wasn't it, Don?
Yeah, he dictated, you know, off his jab, pushes forward his opponent back just by using his feet, really.
Graham Fearn a bit more positive here at the start of the 2nd, but Frankie Gavin's speed is noticeable. It's just much more about him. Graham Fearn now wastes Frankie Gavin on. I think he'll regret doing that as Gavin pops in with a good left hand. It's nice to see an opponent showing some aggression, though, isn't it, Don? Some of these opponents early in their career just come to cover up.
Yeah, it's quite hard when you've got someone just running away. It's, you know, people pay good money to see a good fighting. When someone just runs away and spoils, you know, even the boxer, you feel disappointed, really. Yeah. But, you know, he's trying to make Frankie work, but Frankie just, you know, to making him miss, and he's, you know, he's not wasting an awful lot. He's a really intelligent fighter.
Oh, good body shot from Frankie Gavin.
6, 7, 8.
Graham Fearn, he's up at 8, but he really felt that body shot. It was a left hand from Frankie Gavin, straight out of the Ricky Hatton textbook. Another body shot goes in from Gavin, this time a right hand. It's to the underneath the left of the ribs. And Fearn really felt that body shot, the first one that put him down. There's a minute left of this round. He's in deep water at the moment. Can he survive? Feeling another body shot from Frankie Gavin might see Graham Fearn taken out of there. Frankie Gavin chooses to pump the jab. Oh, this is good from Gavin, and I think the end is on the cards here. It was a 2-punch combination which sent Graham Fearn to the canvas. And they've never been stopped before this evening, Graham Fearn. But he's been stopped now by fun-time Frankie Gavin, who's really done the business and is looking more and more assured as a professional. That was impressive stuff, wasn't it, Dom?
Yeah, it's a very clinical finish. The first knockdown, the body shot, just beautiful shot to the body. You know, he got back up and Frankie just took his time. He didn't rush in. He used his jab, worked the openings, and just a brilliant finish.
It was a lovely combination, wasn't it, to finish?
Yeah, great combination. Just every shot just on the button really, and just maximum damage.
Well, here's the first knockdown. It was a left hand into the rib cage.
Ouch.
And that was the finish. And Graham Fearn didn't really fancy too much after that. He was just outclassed this evening. And it's win number 3 for Frankie Gavin, all by stoppage. And his best win as a professional. Here's Jimmy Leonard Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time, 2 minutes, 25 seconds in round number 2. Our referee in charge, Steve Gray, stops the contest. The fighter in no condition to continue. He is the winner by way of TKO. He is still undefeated. Fun time, Frankie Gavin.